Hello and welcome to Celebrity Facts. I'm your girl, Lady TLIV. I'm so excited today. We have one of Minnesota's elite in the house. He's a comedian, director, producer. Like, what else on your resume? Everything. Jagonzy.
Yes.
In the house. Welcome. How are you doing?
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. So, how's Minnesota treating you?
Minnesota? Oh.
Yes.
That is good.
How long you been in Minnesota?
I've been here for, let me see. 8 years.
Wow.
8 years.
Wow. And you liking it?
You have no choice.
You're not moving from Minnesota?
I'm not planning to.
You're not
planning to. Not yet.
Okay. So let's get started. Let's start from you being a comedian. Like, how did you get into that field?
Good question. Comedy.
Comedy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go, way back when everything started. I actually schooled in Ghana before moving here. In school, I've always been that kind of funny guy, who just not crack jokes, but sometimes when somebody is funny, you just have friends that are around you that just like that company,
Yeah.
So a little bit of it started in school, but it wasn't all that. If I say not all that, it wasn't that big till I moved to the States. So from 2011, 2012, you know how this internet going viral with YouTube and Facebook. Actually, YouTube was where I started everything. I had a webcam, and I started with that, talking about matters affecting our country. I mean, my country, which is Ghana. So sometimes I just switch on the camera. Webcam is just $20. Bought it, just started talking about stuff. But the good thing about it was how I add comedy into stuff that I talk about, and that's how it started. I didn't know it was going to be that big. It was going to be great. Yeah, I was just trying my luck, looking at other people that I call like mentors and partners and big brothers, that were already in the game before I started. So yeah, it started from there. Then as time went on, when the name Jagonzy became a little bit bigger, I started getting people involved.
Oh wow!
So I moved from the webcam, because the webcam was just me and the webcam.
Exactly.
Then yeah. So
you went to stand up.
Actually, stand up. I'm more of a comic actor. So mine is more scripted.
All right.
I act. Yeah. But stand up, I'm not that good.
Have you ever tried?
I've tried. I've done. In my career, I'll say I've done just 3 stand-ups.
And how was the experience?
The first one was bad.
I figured.
Very bad.
Okay, I want to hear the story.
Oh, so you know how with stand-up, I'll just say when it comes to comedy, everybody does well, in different areas. Like I said, I'm more of a comic actor. We have stand-up comedians that they are good. They know how to face the crowd, and just do. Me, I'm not that kind of. I can try. But the first one, I remember a day before the first show that I had to sit down, put all my points down as in what I'm going to do that night. Can you believe the moment it got to my turn, I forgot everything?
Stage fright or just nervous?
Everything I was black.
Oh.
And I did what I was supposed to do, but you could just tell that what I'm
saying,
it doesn't even make sense.
Oh my God. Oh.
Okay, the second one wasn't bad as the first one, at least, but it was still bad.
It was still bad.
The third one actually was right here in Minnesota. There's this legend. It's called Alibaba. Actually, Larry connected me on on that show.
Okay.
So it was great. It was okay. A lot of Nigerians. I was the only Ghanaian in the building.
Oh, how did that joke pass over?
So, Nigerians also being in the game, knowing exactly how the stand-up stuff works.
Yeah.
A Ghanaian guy also trying to create crack jokes that would make them, laugh. It was, they did, well, you could tell it could have been better.
It could have been better.
Yeah, but it's not really my thing. I just like being just like this.
Okay. Yes, because I usually see a lot of people doing the videos and stuff like that, and I kind of wonder how the transition is, or which one you like better.
Yep.
So let's talk about the movies now. How well did you do in the movies? Was it better than you being on stage?
Way better. Way better.
Were you more comfortable in front of the camera?
Because, with the camera, at least, if you make a mistake or,
they can clear it out.
You take it again. Stand up. If you, instead of saying one, you go and say 6, you're in trouble.
Yes.
And you can't cut it. So, big up to those that, do really good when it comes to stand up. I just feel like if you're able to do stand up, it's a plus. Because mostly that's where all the money is now. People hosting. I do host. I do MC. I do stuff.
That kind of goes into comedy.
Yeah, but
because
it's different though. When you're MCing and hosting parties and events, it's different between being a host that you have to make people laugh. And it's a different energy. If I'm MCing or I'm hosting, and like, okay, this is the program lineup. I can just come. Oh, Lady T, you are next. Then
that's it.
But if you have to entertain the crowd and
when time is going,
it's a whole different ball.
I tried making jokes. I just gave up because nobody ever laughs. I'm the only person laughing on stage, and I don't think I should.
But the thing is, if you really want that, you just need to build on it and just work on it. I just think with me, I just haven't really put my mind on that side too, because I do know a lot of friends that do stand up, which they can give me pointers, but I just think I'm just too stubborn. So.
Yeah, I think you should stay to if you like, do what you like best. It's much better. Now let's go into you being a manager, or let's talk about your production company first. How did you come about doing about your production?
The production,
company?
yeah. So the production name is Jagonzy Production. It's in Ghana.
Okay.
It's new. We're still working on getting a dedicated team to make it go wherever I want it to go. But I do manage an artist. His name is Kasebo. He's a dancer, reggae artist.
Nice.
But yeah, it's based on this same comedy thing that started. Like I said, I'm an entertainer. I just don't do comedy. Yes. Actually, I've been doing comedy for a while. Yes. So, but it was through that I was able to branch into other sectors.
So why did you choose to take your production to Ghana instead of it being here and you're part of it and?
Like the saying goes, home is home.
Yeah.
So Jagonzy TV is here.
Okay.
Jagonzy Production, like the name goes, it's more of a production. So the whole idea is to find talent and make them who they want to be as
so is it almost like American Idol, something like that, or
no? It's more okay. Like what I'm trying to do with that production is kind of have entertainers, so actors, movie stars, musicians, but for now, I've started with a musician. Okay. And that's Kasebo.
So why did you, since you're in comedy and movies and stuff like, so actors and actresses, why did you choose musician first?
Good question. The thing is, with the kind of job that we do, especially as a comedian, we get a chance to, meet a lot of entertainers. So these are like actors, like I said. I've been on shows where I had to host musicians. So I have a lot of music friends that are into, the industry. But at that time, I was just focused on, comedy. I didn't know You know, so it's just I have this friend of mine who actually introduced Kasebo to me. I was like, oh, Julian, you know, just listen to his songs and let me know what you think. Okay. So for some reason, I just fell in love with his songs. I was like, okay, let's sign him on the label and let's see how.
So how is it going?
It's slowly but sure. It's
okay.
going good. He won Reggae Dancer Artist of the Year.
Nice.
At the Eastern Music Awards in Ghana.
Okay.
Just last year.
Oh wow.
And he also took 2 awards, Best Male Artist and Best New Artist in Maryland, Next Generation Award.
Oh wow.
Yep. Just this year. So he's getting there. We're working.
So okay, that's because I'm assuming you're the manager as well. Yes. Let's talk about management a little bit. One of the things, especially, I'm gonna come from the Liberian entertainment standpoint. Most of what I think is the issue is managers. It's kind of difficult for managers to reach out there, or if they're out there, they're like really out there and annoying, or if they just want to stay in the back, they just mute, like you don't find them. So where do you find yourself in that category as a manager?
It's hard. You know, sometimes, like you said, some managers want to be seen, some want to be, you know, behind, you know, the scenes. Like they like to be. I don't even want people to even know that. You know,
you're a manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
But everybody is different. You know, with me, it's I just have a lot of stuff, you know, that I do. So I just like to, you know, be at the back just to watch it.
So how do you reach out to get like gigs or, you know?
You mean for the artists?
Yes, collaboration for the artists.
It's all connections. You know? Okay. Like I said, when I started comedy, you know, I got a chance to meet, you know, people that were already in the game. So through hosting, through MC, after a show, you know, you get a chance to meet, you know, this musician.
Exactly.
So you exchange numbers and, you know, so, and it's not all about connection, you know, it's, you have to, you know, finance. Now, it's also not all about, you know, having money and all that, but for me, I just feel like it's connection and you knowing what you're doing.
Okay.
You know, 'cause, with these collaborations, like you said, if you really don't have good connections with the artists that you collaborate with.
Exactly. So have you come across an artist that you want to do a collaboration with and they're like charging you so much? So what do you do at that point?
Well, if you really want it, you need to keep on pushing to get it. So it's hard because sometimes you look at my artist, he wants to work with some top, you know, artists in the game. Yeah. You know, which we all wish that, you know, it can take just a day to happen. But, you know, some of these artists charge, you know, way.
So give me an example. How much like one artist can charge? Like, can you say a name?
It depends. Which Ghanaian artist do you know?
I want to know Rough and Smooth. And I bet you I know more, but right now Rough and Smooth comes to mind.
So, you know, Rough and Smooth, they're kind of like family. You know, especially Akan is like family.
I interviewed him.
Yes. So, you know, Akan is family. I'm actually seeing him tomorrow in Atlanta. We have a show, a concert. It's called Shutdown ATL My City Concert.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So he's on the bill. Okay. So, yeah, I've worked with Akan before. We've been on tour before, including Larry himself. So we have that connection. So somebody like that,
you know, be like, oh, come on, that's my boy. Yes. I like that.
So I think it's more of a relationship connection kind of thing. And if it's a different artist,
I know he's gonna charge.
So yeah, I've been in situations like that whereby, you know, you want to work with a different artist and the artist just mentioned a different figure. And it's like, well, what do you do? Because this is an artist that your artist wants to work with, but the money's not there. Yep.
Do you guys like exchange some type of favor, or you just be like, okay, you know,
well,
that's cool.
We try, but sometimes it just doesn't.
It doesn't go. Hey, yeah. So what advice would you give upcoming managers out there?
Keep pushing.
Keep pushing. Networking.
Don't give up. Firstly, build the connections first.
I like that. build the collection.
You can have the connection, but if you don't build it,
yes.
That's something different.
Because they're gonna forget you. Like if I don't contact you, you'll be like, who again? I don't know who that lady is.
So you can know a person, but if let's say you talk to him today and you have his number and you only message him when you need a favor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So let's talk about promoting a little bit as well. How did you get into the whole promoting game?
So promoting still goes back to
the same comedy. Yes.
Everything just goes back to comedy.
Why did you choose you know what, I like that, promotion. Okay, let me put my hand in it.
So with promotion, I'm the kind of person I like to be on my phone a lot. If you're around me, I'm always on my phone.
I'm guilty too.
So yeah, I like being on my phone and I like good stuff.
Yeah.
I like to make stuff that gets the viewer's attention.
Yeah.
Just like comedy. If you're gonna do something for people to laugh, you need to build on that craft and make sure that any material that you bring out, whenever somebody sees it, before he or she even clicks on it, he or she is already laughing.
Exactly.
You know what to say.
What are some of the things you
I like how you ended it. You said bringing the artist to a city. So let's use city. When you're bringing an artist, you have to look at a lot of stuff. You need to look at the population. 2, the type of population that is in the state.
Okay.
So if you're going to bring an artist, the first question that you need to ask yourself is this an artist that people are going to love? See, are people going to love this artist? Sometimes an artist can be really big, but if you bring him here,
nobody cares.
See? Because maybe he is big, but the kind of people that listen to his music can be found here. Or even if they're here, they're not a lot.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So with promoters, before we bring an artist, we look at a lot of stuff. If I say, and every promoter is different. Some promoters like to take risks, which every promoter does take risks. But sometimes you can bring an artist, you just want to we have something called taste the waters, just to see
how the reaction
will go. But when you're in the system for in this promotion for a long time, sometimes it becomes a business.
Yes.
So when you're bringing an artist and you get to know that it's not something that is going to benefit you,
exactly,
you don't do it. But we look at a lot of stuff. That's why I want you to mention one artist so that I can.
Okay, let's see. No, Wizkid was already here. What about Mr. Real? I like Mr. Real. iPhone 1, iPhone 2.
Yeah, he's good. So something like that. You should know that one thing about Africans is we love to dance.
Yes.
We always go with the beat. Sometimes an artist can do all the good music in the world, but we don't like it. It's not like we don't like it, but we'll listen to it, but we're gonna skip it and go to the one that has a lot of
dance.
Boom.
Exactly. So, or be like, DJ, change that, man. We want to party.
Yes. So somebody like Mr. Leo, you have to ask yourself a lot of questions. One, has he performed in the USA before?
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he just started coming out this year with that song.
He's been there, but I think maybe the iPhone 1 is...
Yes, because we're all in the shaku and...
So the question that you have to ask yourself, has he been here before? Second question, how are people going to receive him when he comes here in the state? Is it, are we doing a tour for him? And if I say a tour, it can be a concert.
Okay.
Or should we taste the waters by doing, a club tour?
And see, okay.
So maybe doing the first club tour, you can tell if he's ready to do the big shows, which are the concerts.
Yes.
So it's a lot.
So is it also maybe if you have more than one songs that people like? Because for me, I only know iPhone 1, and that's the only one I like. But and that would be the only one I would be screaming for. An
artist can have a one-hit song and still do shows.
How do you do that?
Well, you can do an all-black party.
And
an
just
all
have
white
him do
party
one
and
song?
just do it, and at the end of everything, you just let him come and close the show.
Oh my goodness, that's not fair.
And it will shock you how people will still come out when you know that iPhone 1 is on. It's on the flyer. So
oh wow. So you guys do take risks like that. Like he has one song that everybody like, let's do something.
Because if an artist is charging you $20,000 or $25,000 or big figures, at least you know you have to know what you're doing.
That's another thing though. Like, how do you guys come up with, like, when I heard like the Wizkid concert, like how much he was charging, I was just like, how do you guys do it?
Yep.
Like, are you guys gonna come to a point and say, all right, maybe we have a union, like we need to stop these artists from charging us this amount, because by the time we spread it, we're already not making nothing.
That's not to cut you, but you know, that's a good thing you brought up. It will be good. I've talked to some partners in the entertainment industry to come up with a union, like a promoters union, you know, where all of us will come together, sit down, have meetings, and try and be on the same page.
Yes.
When it comes with, you know, these artists.
Because money is going crazy.
It's too much. And I just feel like if we have the final say, you know, when they come to the state to do a tour or a concert, they will have, I won't say no choice, but there will be kind of like an agreement.
Exactly.
You know, that when they come, because you think about it, if an artist is charging $70,000 in this state, right? And a different artist is, the same artist is charging $40,000 in a different state, you know, and in a different state, he's charging $25,000.
Exactly.
Then those who pay, the person that paid the 70, you know, it becomes a problem because now the artist knows that that amount of money is in the country.
Yeah.
And so far as the promoter was able to pay $70,000, then nobody should tell him that
he's not worth $70,000.
Yes. So now it makes the job difficult for us. Not, you know, because I was talking to Larry the other day. You know, he's also a big time, you know, promoter. He's been doing, you know, these stuff even before I even came, you know, in the picture. So we were talking, and I was like, an artist is charging. Sometimes these promoters, I was telling that sometimes these promoters just do it for
show.
For show.
I think most of I think so too.
If the money is there, they just want to do it so everybody knows that, okay, you know, Jagonzy did it. Jagonzy did it. But trust me, you see a concert packed with a lot of people. You know, everybody's there, everybody's having fun. Like, but at the end of the day,
nobody's making money.
Nobody's making money.
It's sad. It's seriously
but they don't
sad.
let it. They don't show it. So you would think that, oh my God, because there was like 500 or 700 people in the building, that means the person is making money. You know, it's not like that. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like every promoter and how he wants his stuff to be. With me, I've been in the game for a while, and I've lost, I've won before, and for me at this point, I'm looking more at the winning.
Exactly, because I'm like, I don't know how you guys do it to be losing, because I will be crabby until I get it. Like, I don't even want to laugh with nobody. Don't forget it. Cry or no cry, I didn't make no profit, or I didn't even come close to being even.
It's business. It's business. So at the end of the day, like I said, sometimes you take the risk thinking that you're going to make whatever, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really happen.
Like, I heard about the Wizkid concert, right? I went there, it was seriously packed. Jam. Because I was there for the Yemi, so I could tell. It was seriously packed. And I heard it didn't, like, their investors
didn't make their money?
I think they didn't make profit. I think all of them just broke even, and bread and nothing else came out of it. Like, how do you do that? Like,
sometimes that's what I'm saying. That me, the Wizkid show, I wasn't around. I was in ATL. We were working on a different project as well. Because when did whiskey come again? Which month was that?
September.
September.
October.
Okay, so I think I was working on an artist. He's called Kudrenchi. He's a legend.
Oh.
He's been in the game for 30 years. So we did a whole 6-state tour for him. Yeah, we went to DC, then Chicago. No, we actually started with Chicago, then DC. We went to New York, ATL, Worcester. Then we ended in Texas.
Worcester always get shows. I've noticed Worcester is quiet, but they always get shows.
There's a lot of Africans there. So I think after everything, I was totally tired, you know, so my mind wasn't so much on, you know, the whiskey, but I saw flyers, I saw the promotion and everything. But yeah, but that's an example of what I was telling you. You can have a show packed to the brim. It doesn't matter who is there or not, because you should also know that every team has the kind of people that they bring inside the building.
Exactly.
So some people are entering for free. 200 or 300 people can be in the building.
So, like, as a promoter, though, do you guys have like certain limit as to how many people you can bring in for free?
Of course.
Because that stuff gets expensive, and all your friends, I know you, come.
You know, but sometimes, you know, like I said, relationship is good, and you know, sometimes these friends that they come in for free are the same people that also help you promote. You know, the event. You know, so and with me, if you're not really bringing anything good on the table, you pay at the door.
That's why I'm going like, come on. So, if it's just like I just know you,
no,
you're my boy. Come on, you know.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. But like I said, every promoter is different.
It's different. Okay.
I can't talk about.
But have you collaborated with any other promoters?
When it comes to shows, in terms of artists, most of my events or shows that I've done, it's more of a collaboration thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you were here when we brought Bisakede. I don't know if you know Bisakede. Yeah, but Bisakede, when I did Bisakede, it was more of a collaboration thing.
Okay.
You know, so I do collab.
Have you had any bad experience?
Yeah, of course you have it, because you should know that when you're collabing, it's 2 or 3, depending on the number of promoters that are making it a success or bringing it together. Everybody thinks differently.
Yes.
Everybody works differently.
Yeah.
So I might agree with what he's saying, but he might not agree with what I'm saying. And there's a lot of pressure, you know. Yes, because you should understand that this person has been working this way. This one works this way. Now the two of you are coming together. So if you guys really want this to be a success, you guys really need to sit down and bring the ideas that you have, and he has to bring the ideas.
And find an uncomfortable medium.
See, because nobody wants to tell nobody. It's secret.
And that's true.
So at least you can tell him something, but don't tell him everything.
Exactly. Oh, that's kind of a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure, but it's good. It's good for, you know, our community. We need to collab a lot. So far as you have your own stuff going on and you've been successful doing your stuff, I don't think that should stop you from having collaborations with other promoters. For me, I just think it makes the game better. It brings unity together. You know. But everybody has his own reasons why they don't collab. You know, some
with other
promoters. Some people feel like they can do it alone without collabing
until last minute of time.
Oh, some people do it alone, and you know, they are successful. You know, some people, the moment they collab, then there's an issue.
Oh, that's true. That is true. There's always a black snake somewhere. Always.
I just feel like all goes back to relationship.
Yes.
And connection. Me, if I don't connect with you,
forget it.
We can't work.
Hey. Yep. That's how it is.
Yep.
So, what advice would you give any upcoming promoter that want to be in the game? Like, man,
if you're a promoter, you want it to be a job. You know, we have promoters that are just doing it as a hobby. You know, they see people doing it, so they want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to do it and get paid, then you have a long way to go.
Oh.
Yes.
There you go.
No, it's not an easy job.
I like how you broke it.
No, it's
serious.
true.
I like that.
No, it's
I
true.
really like that.
Imagine putting $30,000 into a show, right?
And you're not getting.
No, you listen. Imagine putting $30,000 in a show, and you're now chasing people to buy a ticket for $30.
And African people who?
And African people like buying tickets the day of the event.
Why do you think that is?
Well, sometimes they want to know if the artist is in town or is true.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but
so do you guys though?
Mm-hmm.
If the artists don't make it and people buy their tickets, do you guys refund people their ticket money?
You have to. I haven't been since I started being in this game. I haven't been into a situation like that, and I pray I don't, because I don't know how I would take it.
I'm trying to think if there's any situation.
Yeah, but it happens. I know friends, that have been through that, but you have to refund them. But that's the painful part, because when people buy tickets, mostly, not all promoters, but most of the promoters that I know and me, if people buy tickets, some of the money that we get from the ticket sales are what we use to pay for other stuff, having hotels, renting cars, paying the flights and all those kind of stuff. So imagine if the artist doesn't come, all that money is gone.
Oh my God. So you have to be patient, guys, and your name is just going everywhere.
Yes. You know how social media is. At the end of the day, everybody is going to be on social media killing you. You won't die, but they'll be killing you on social media.
It's
so
sad.
if you want to be a promoter and make money, you need to be ready. And it's not easy.
You have it right there.
Yes.
I mean, I like that. Don't sugarcoat it. You're going to work for that money.
You have to work for that
and
money.
be prepared to lose.
Yes.
And if you're a really sour loser, don't go into promoting.
Yep.
That's what I would say.
It's not your thing,
Don't do it.
Yep,
oh my gosh. So what I know you say you have something with Icon this weekend? Tomorrow.
It's actually on Saturday, but I'll see him tomorrow.
Okay. So what after him, what else do you have in the pipeline?
A lot of work. I have my next event on the 21st. It's called Shutdown.
Okay.
It's actually
in Minnesota?
In Minneapolis, yeah. In Minnesota. It's every third Friday of every month.
Okay.
So
Shutdown. Where is it located?
Rouge. You know Rouge at the Lounge? Rouge, okay. It's in downtown Minneapolis.
I've been out of Minnesota for a while.
Well, you live in Minneapolis, so it shouldn't be far.
Oh, I just came back.
Where were you?
Austin, Texas.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've been to Dallas. That's where we did Dallas.
Everybody, Dallas or Houston.
Houston. Okay.
We're gonna take those cities down.
But yeah, that's the next event that I have on my plate now. What else? Yeah, I think I'll go back.
2019.
2019. Yeah, I'm actually going to be in Ghana right after the last event that I have to go work with my artist. Because he's in Ghana.
Oh, so, he's stationed in Ghana.
He's in Ghana, yeah.
Oh, nice.
So mostly I'm there every year. So I'm going to be there for a couple of months, just to fix some stuff.
Get some connections. Hopefully
going.
we'll get a new song from him.
Yep.
Nice. And we're going to get
more than
Shaku. What's the other one?
What's the other one? Ask me. Because me myself, I don't even know how to do the shaku. But I'm still learning. One of these days.
A 9-year-old girl taught me how to do shaku. Seriously, it's that bad.
Yep.
But
yeah, 2019, we are going to embrace it. Therethere's always going to be a lot of works in the pipeline.
Plans for big shows in Minnesota. Minnesota we just gotta get the Africans out. Come on, Africans.
Yeah. We try 2019. We want to do a lot of shows. We just want everything to be right.
Yes.
And like I said, these artists have been charging too much.
Yes, you guys have to
But it's good. It's good. It's good that they are putting a good price tag on them. But like I said, right now the way the game is going, it has to be in a way that everybody benefits.
That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Because promoters are, like I said, those that put in that too much money. mostly are the ones that are just doing it for the show. Like, okay, let everybody know that I'm the one.
I brought it. I did this.
But business-wise, those of us that we understand the business and we are trying to eat from it, we don't do show face. We do show business.
There you go.
We need to think about it before we make it. But 2019 Minnesota is going to be fun. I know there's a lot of promoters here that we want to see people in Minnesota smile. So yeah, there's a lot of promoters here. Everybody is working. Everybody is working.
Here, so. We'll see something. Minnesota, yeah, get ready. I know I'm getting ready to come out, but it has to be a major event.
Yep. 21st, try and come to the shutdown event.
Okay, no. December 21st? Oh, I'll be here. Friday. Yes. I'll come down so I can see it. For real.
So at least you can
I'm like 10 minutes from downtown.
Yep.
So I'll be there.
I'll send you all the information so that
okay.
You can come and look at it.
That would be awesome. So you hear it first over here. If you want to be a promoter, don't do it for show. Do it for business so you can actually make something out of it. It's not because of your name. It's because of your pocket.
Yep.
Do it. So this is your girl, Lady TLIB. I'm so honored to have you here to lecture a little bit. But before we go, can you give us your social handles so people can get in contact with you?
First of all, thank you for having me. If you want to follow me, it's Jagonzy TV. JAGONZY and TV. All social media networks. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, High Five, MySpace.
Oh my God.
Backbook, Craigslist. Jagonzy TV everywhere. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You still have MySpace?
Everywhere Jagonzy TV.
Oh my goodness. There you go. You have it right here, guys. It was such an honor and I had a great time. See you next time on the flip side again. This is your girl, Lady TLIB. Love, peace, and music. Bye-bye. See ya.